Oh, hello.
And welcome to the Sea of Thieves weekly stream. Very special stream. You caught me just doing a casual emote.
That's what we do.
Welcome to the Sea of Thieves anniversary stream. It's our second anniversary. So, pretty impressive, mate?
Amazing. It's a good day. Very good day for us.
And we have a very special stream today because not only are we joined by Mike, but who do we have in the brig?
Andrew Preston, lead designer.
Oh, there he is. And a very special guest all the way from Texas, I believe. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Austin.
We have Burnie Burns, the co-founder of Rooster Teeth. You'll know him maybe from Red vs. Blue or the Rooster Teeth podcast. But there he is.
Probably know me these days. I'm more famously known for having all of the achievements in Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
there you are.
Well played.
That is a heady accolade.
I'm nowhere near.
No, me neither. It's quite embarrassing, really.
And another very special thing about this stream is that my audio is doubled. Apparently. So
you're here one for each year release.
Yes, exactly.
That's one for each year release. Next year you'll be tripled.
I will be tripled. Yes. Now, why would my audio be doubled? He says, wishing he could be behind the camera right now. Okay. I am going to pass over to you, Mike, just for 2 minutes while we set sail, and I will try and resolve this
No
issue.
world exists beyond the boundary of the tavern.
Well, I'm just nipping outside the tavern to speak to one of the Order of Souls, and hopefully they'll be able to do it.
Okay.
In fact, one of the Order of Souls just came past and said it's all fine now. It's been fixed completely.
Thank you, Madam O. Thank you. Brilliant.
So, apart from that, one of the other very special things about this stream is we are holding a mix pot. So if you are watching on Mixer and you have already linked your Sea of Thieves and Mixer account, you'll be able to get the lovely spinal figurehead for your ship.
It literally sounds like the trailers when you're talking.
Nah.
There's something really strange about it.
He's the voice of Sea of Thieves.
So, yes, just to explain how you do that, you need to go to seaofthieves.com/account. And on there, you'll be able to link your Sea of Thieves account with your Mixer account. Once you've done that, come back to the stream, watch us, and then by the end of next week, we will have given you the spinal figurehead for your ship. So do that. It's a cool figurehead. Hopefully, it's being shown on screen right now. If it isn't, we'll show you it later. It has, yes, so that's great. So, what we're going to do today is we are going to play through our brand new tall tale, Heart of Fire. A passion project for a lot of people here, but I know you and Andy have worked very, very hard on it.
I just enjoyed you referring to it as a passion project then, like we were tinkering in the garage with it, making a little kind of like little 2D cutout of Stitcher Jim.
You showed up at work one day and you had it.
Do you know, I'm just going to do this in my spare time, to be honest.
It's a version of show and tell, isn't it?
What I meant to say is you are very passionate when you're creating things like that.
You have to be. You have to be. No, it's been... I'll let Andy jump in as well, but like just the tall tales in general are an absolute blast to create. And I think Heart of Fire is kind of a key moment in the story that we want to tell, with the rise of a particular captain, Captain Flameheart, and the treacherous deeds of Stitcher Jim. It's going to be good to play through this today. If you've played it already, obviously, it's going to be... Hopefully we'll give you a bit of director's commentary as we go through. If you haven't played it, hopefully it'll live up to your expectations. No pressure.
And if you haven't played it, well, we're about to spoil it for you, so enjoy.
Is it spoiling if they're watching it? I mean, that's how we're experiencing it, right? And if anybody in the chat knows... or on Twitter knows where the locations of the journals, please let me know. You guys are actually doing me a huge favor, because I live in a house. My wife is a gamer as well, but it's that curse of being in a relationship with a gamer where we don't play the same games, but she will play all the tall tales with me. And she has been like just obsessed with Ori, which there's a ship set now for Ori, but she's been playing that. She hasn't had time to play this with me yet, so I haven't been able to play it. So you guys are totally getting me out of trouble playing it on my own. So I have a great excuse now why I did the tall tale without it.
We'll take the blame.
Awesome.
I can see the chat is going very, very fast and mental. But I'll be trying to read questions from the chat as well as we go. I've got little helper elves throwing me questions. So, yeah, let's set sail for the place where we start the tall tale, which is Morrow's Peak Outpost.
Yeah, we're heading there now, southeast.
Just to remind people, because I love to remind people about this, how would you know where to start a tall tale, Mike?
So, the best place to check is in the reputation panel. So if you go, there we go, into Tall Tales, and then if you've missed it on the load screen, which everybody does because the load screens aren't a great way to deliver information, you can press more info on any of the Tall Tales and it'll tell you where to start.
Yes.
So Tallulah in the Morrow's Peak Outpost.
Lovely.
Yeah, but insiders will know we are testing some features to make it a little bit easier to track where the Tall Tales are started.
So Burnie, obviously I think most people would know you from Rooster Teeth. I remember being, like, back in the day watching Red vs. Blue. I actually bought the season 1 to 3 DVD box set.
Thank you very much.
I thought it was great. But how did you start that? How did that all get started?
Well, it's like two groups of my friends coming together. I had my friends who were more technology web guys, and then my friends who were film people, filmmakers. And this is 2003 was the first episode of Red vs. Blue. We're coming up on the 17th anniversary of it.
Oh, wow.
We were just, a lot of my friends after college or university, they moved away from Austin to Los Angeles to work in film. And then Austin was a big .com technology hub. And so I started working with my web friends there, Jeff and Gus, and then just kind of brought those two things together and was trying to find a way to produce, films and things like that with friends. And we were working on some video game websites and things. And I was kind of the video guy, even though there wasn't much video on the internet back then. It was all Flash animation.
Yeah.
And then one day I just I was tooling around in Halo because that's what I was playing the most, and just put the letterbox effect over the gun and the ammo counter.
Yeah.
And I thought, it kind of looks like a movie. And then just had the idea to start giving the characters voices, because a lot of multiplayer back then there wasn't a lot of story to it. It was just you had these epic campaigns for single player, and then what they did for multiplayer typically was take all the models from the single player campaign and just throw them in an arena together, and that was it.
Yeah.
And so we tried to give a voice to what that was, and a lot of storytelling has changed in video games since then, but it was I think it's kind of the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I remember loving it back in the day. And you've done lots of voices on the show, but I think you were primarily, was it Church and Lopez? Is that right?
Yeah, Church, who is a very screamy character, and so as a result of playing Church for years, it's whenever I do voice work and I have to yell, I'm like, well, let's do that last because I can yell for about 3 minutes, and then my voice goes hoarse now. So I think I've scarred my vocal cords from playing Church.
And so you've also been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves, as you mentioned. You've got quite a lot of achievements in it as well. So have you been playing since the very beginning, or?
I have. I have to admit, when I was coming on the stream, I spent far too long trying to figure out how to dress my pirate. So I went with the Black Dog set.
The
Black
pre-order
Dog
set.
Yeah, the /Obsidian /Midnight /Evan set, which I've been building piece by piece over the course of the last 2 years.
Amazing.
I'm down to I just need the capstan. That's the only thing I need now.
It's cool. You got the gold curse on as well.
Yeah. I worked. Was that finishing all the first 9 Tall Tales 5 times for that one?
Yeah, that's
and
the
all the
one.
accommodations as well.
That's the one.
Yeah, I just got the Eben Flintlock last week
Nice.
for the promotion that you guys did. So I appreciate that because I thought I'd missed that one. I thought it wasn't coming back, and I was worried that I was going to be locked with 90% of the collection.
So what would you say is your favourite Tall Tale?
I like Art of the Trickster just because of I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't done it, but there's such an Indiana Jones moment in it. That's just fun. And in fact, there's a lot of friends that I try to get to play the game because it's so much fun with a crew. And a lot of what I've done, like getting the achievements, as I'm sure you guys are aware, is it's a little bit of a time commitment. and I do
It
a lot
is.
of it solo slooping, and it's I don't know why, because everything when I get a crew together, it goes so much faster, especially fishing and things like that.
Yeah.
But if I can introduce people to the game, I try to do it through Tall Tales, and I want them to get to that moment. In it, I believe it's the 5th Tall Tale, right? Trickster?
Sixth. It's the 6th.
6. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want them to like get to that moment because it was just so much fun when
Yeah.
that happened.
I see a few people in the chat talking about the cosmetics we've got applied to the ship at the moment.
Yeah, so we've got the Conker cannons, so the Royal Sea Squirrel cannons.
Yes.
Inky Kraken hull. What are you laughing at?
Just the naming of them is amazing.
It's the Royal Sea Squirrels, the
Yeah.
one and only.
Good job.
If you're gonna make a ship about a squirrel, it'd be the Royal Sea Squirrel, right? And then we've got the Conker wheel. What styles have we got on, Andy?
I stuck the rare ones on. I don't know whether that was a good idea or not. But
You're asking for it. You're asking for
I'm
it.
not embarrassed to admit I took a screenshot with the rare sales on it.
Oh, brilliant.
the
I love-
figurehead's cool as well. Right.
Oh, with the overflowing.
Yeah, with the tankard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love one of the descriptions Brett wrote for this that refers to the great mighty poop deck.
We got an island coming up.
Yeah, it is a good one. Is that the one you cribbed and had in the trailer?
Oh, aye.
Yeah, of course. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good not to use.
All right,
You
get
don't
ready
hang
now,
it
prayer.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us around
it.
Got the wind.
Okay, I'm having a look to
Oh,
see
nice,
if my
nice job with the harpoon there. Nice work,
yeah.
Andy.
very good harpoon work.
I think we need to
We're
go
erupting over there.
like east by southeast now.
Let me check the map.
Copy, east by southeast.
Yeah, we're pretty close now. Yeah,
So
you'll
I'm
see
look to
just,
see if my
just the left.
elves have sent any questions through.
We'll get this started.
None. So please ask some questions, and Jordan will pop them in here for me, and then we'll try and answer them as best as we can.
I find that hard to believe that there's no question.
I'm sure there are questions. I'm seeing a lot of emotes in the chat. There's a lot of people on Mixer obviously trying to get that spinal figurehead.
Well, it's a nice figurehead.
It's a very nice
Nice
figurehead.
figurehead. Please ask a question. And don't put swearing in it, please. Because the filters will block it.
Mike, I think we had met at RTX when we had it in London. I think I told you this at the time because we had just started. But when this game launched, I was so excited for it. Got all my family in it, my kids. We all played it all together, and it had such an impact on us that we actually ended up in real life taking up sailing. And my oldest
great.
son and I are both now certified. We have
That's
the
cool.
American Sailing Association in the U.S. Front sails going up.
That's
That is-
amazing.
So it's actually had like a real life impact on us.
That is an incredible story.
That's so
that's
cool.
cool.
That's so cool.
So we have our first question here, Mike.
Oh,
This is from.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
Yes. This is from Braboe or Braboet, maybe. I don't know. But
Pardon.
anyway, in a past Q&A, it was teased that we'd be getting one. I think he's talking about a tall tale here. A tall tale tied to the Devil's Roar. Is that still happening, or cancelled due to lack of memory?
That's a very specific
It's like,
question
that's-
/ criticism.
exactly.
So, the Tall Tales referring to was the one we're about to play, which is Heart of Fire,
There you go.
which is all set in the Devil's Roar.
See, he's people are learning something, and he's getting exactly what he wanted as well.
There we go. It's like
A land
well,
left unexplored.
I think there you go. Start breaking into song in a moment. But like the idea of telling the story of Captain Flameheart, when we were thinking about players being able to navigate into his spoiler for what's about to come, navigate into his lair. Absolutely made sense there. If he was going to make a home, he'd
He would
make
do
it in the Devil's Roar. Of course
yeah.
he would. Of course he would.
I actually have one more question here. And I don't know whether you'll be able to answer or not. Will there be new types of fish added into the game anytime soon?
I'd say we'd definitely love to do that. I think loved how well the Hunter's Hall went down, the event that we did.
Yeah, that was cool.
So I think just the idea of fishing competitions, fishing tournaments, fishing seasons, all of that works so well in Sea of Thieves with the mechanics that we've got. But I don't think we've got any plans right now to add new fish, but we would no reason why we wouldn't do that in the future.
Cool. So shall we start this tall tale then? Let's go speak to Tallulah at the bar.
There you are.
It's not. There you are.
There you are.
You wouldn't make it. These are dangerous times if the stories of pirates releasing Captain Flameheart are true. I know a few people who'd like a word with them about that. I mean, they used to say Flameheart lived for battle and bloodshed. Last time he was around, he nearly brought the Sea of Thieves to its knees. No one could stand up to him. Then one day,
he simply disappeared.
To thin air.
Have you guys heard this before?
There are those of us like Captain
Only my
Pendragon
deepest
who
dreams.
are working to find Flameheart and stop him before he can regain his former strength. Since you're here, I assume that means we can count on you for your help. When we know more, we'll be in touch. In the meantime, do me a favour and take that journal back to Grace, would ya? She's always leaving it lying around.
So we're going to take...
No
Grace's
bother.
journal.
No bother, Tallulah.
Let's do it.
You mean this journal?
Thanks for the tip off.
Let's have a look at that
I just
journal.
want to say, it's kind of, I don't know, disappointing or what, that we have a fruit crate mission just by default. As soon as I logged in, I was hunting for like a month and a half, and there's just one now sitting in my inventory. Somebody picked up.
So
Right.
let's have a flick through the journal before we go and return it to Grace, shall we? So there we go. We get day 1. Andy, do you want to take day 1?
Can I take the front page and
You
day
can-
1? Is that
Yeah,
alright?
yeah.
Is that a bit
let's go-
greedy?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The Journal of the Forsaken Shores Alliance.
No,
very
that's
Andy,
it.
and it's a bit vanilla, wasn't it? Come on.
I'm giving hand gestures here. Alright, okay.
I-
And it's Betrayal by Stitcher Jim.
Oh, jeez.
Day 1. The Forsaken Shores Alliance is formed. Today, Ruby, Fetcher, Jim, and I raise the grog. I just realised this is a female's journal, and I'm like, I'm going on it. I raise the grog before the Alliance set sail in uncharted waters beyond the shroud. And then they're all doing like a little cheers together. Happy faces
Sweet.
on each of those
It's
pirates
sweet.
right there.
Oh, how
Nothing's going wrong so far.
That's great. It's just the start of a little trip across the ocean. Means nothing.
Mike, do you want to take day 12?
Sure. Day 12.
Bit vanilla. Bit
we've
vanilla, isn't it? Hey?
See,
You gotta do the same voice.
this is what it's like. This is what it's like working at Rare. We've discovered something beyond the shroud. A hot, hostile environment we've named the Devil's Roar. Jim found a box of wondrous secrets half buried in the hot sands. We've stowed it aboard in our cabin for safekeeping.
Oh, I'm excited now. Oh, we've got a bit of a... Yeah, you can take this, Mike.
A hot, very hot and unrelenting land, filled with peril and danger.
You can see the peril and the danger there.
Oh, it's terrible. It's awfully perilous. Awfully perilous.
So, Burnie, do you want to take day 52?
Do you want me to take day
Bernie, is it
52 and
okay
day...
if
Huh?
Is it okay if I show you this one and you read it like this?
Yeah,
Sure,
that's
you
nice.
I gotta lean into reading. Day 52. Dude, we have been betrayed. We got poisoned by that bite of a rat named Stitcher Jim. That box of secrets has corrupted him. I should have seen it coming. Ruby, Fetcher, I pray for your safety. I'll begin searching for you. The Alliance. The second I regain my strength.
Ah, see, you took
I
it
did
to
the
another
American version of
level.
that. I'm an American pirate, so I had to put the California spin on it.
I really enjoyed it. So, do you want me to take day, huh?
You take
Day-
day, huh? You take that one.
Alright, let's have a look then. Right, what we got? I've wandered, lost and forgotten for too long. I lost my ship today. It lies here wrecked on this island. The last remnants of the great Forsaken Shores Alliance. NPCs running away with. What are you doing? What's wrong?
That was my fault.
My devil's roar
Jeez.
and all the things I'd like to do.
Here she is, Grace Morrow.
Oh,
Can you hear that?
what's that noise?
Music's come in.
At last. Tallulah told me she'd send for pirates who wouldn't shy away from battle, and here you are. I need your help, and quickly. My crew are in danger.
Aren't you Captain Pendragon? Last thing I heard, you didn't have a ship left, much less a crew.
Burn.
Oh, my friends and I parted ways long ago. But their personal effects were still aboard the Black Witch. Stitcher Jim must have taken them to use in his vile ritual.
Did you say Stitcher Jim?
Yes, the same wretch who freed me from my painting and deceived me into unleashing Flameheart. Not that I knew his name at the time, of course. They say he used to serve the gold hoarders, but it seems he's changed allegiance once again.
Oh, trust me. I know who Stitcher Jim is. If he's working for Flameheart, we're all in trouble. Where is your crew now?
Rumors say he confronted them with an armful of dark relics and bound their spirits into some kind of cursed chest. Madame Olivia believes he might try and use its power to summon an Ashen Lord to the Sea of Thieves.
Ashen Lords. I've heard the stories, and those were bad enough.
It seems Flameheart needs to rebuild his army, and he's using my crew to do it. We must recover that chest from Stitcher Jim, whatever the cost.
I've always used my journal to keep track of Jim's whereabouts. Take it with you, and use it to hunt him down. Before it's too late.
That'll add pages, right?
Nice. So we're on the hunt for Stitcher Jim.
And
Tracking a
those of
traitor.
you who are watching who don't play, Pendragon was big character in the last Tall Tale, the last chapter.
Yes, in the Seabound Soul.
That's fun. My sword is actually from that. The sword that I have is
Oh
one
yeah,
of the
you've got Pendragon sword, don't you?
Yeah, the Sword of Souls.
souls. Yeah.
Nice.
Which kind of, no, don't spoil anything, but led to this Tall Tale, I'm assuming, with the events in that one led to this one. Can I ask you guys a question I've always wondered?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure you've answered it 1,000 times, but it was the sword dash through the sword, or through the water, which is, you can do a sword dash for extra damage in the game, but then people have discovered that you could use it at the edge of the water to like fly through the water or thrust yourself. Was that intentional, and did you guys ever talk about taking it out at any point in time?
I think, well, firstly, it wasn't intentional at all.
I was just going to say it was not intentional.
And I have to admit, there was the briefest of moments during probably a closed beta where we saw it become a thing. We're like, how do we feel about this? This I didn't expect this, but in the spirit of Sea of Thieves, you know, we always like the idea of mechanics being used in unexpected ways, and you can't get rid of it. It's like the plasma combo in Halo. It's one of those little kind of mechanical discoveries that players find. You've got to embrace it. And now it's part of the identity of Sea of Thieves. Absolutely.
And I think it's one of the things that's easy to learn, hard to master, kind of a thing, you know, for new players. But once you learn it, like everyone in the game uses it, and it's so beloved. I can't imagine what it would be like.
There's nothing,
you would have full inboxes, I would assume.
There's nothing more embarrassing than attempting to do a sword lunge.
Yeah, I love that side of it actually, like the double whammy of it. Like, I'm gonna look so cool doing this, and you're like, Wah.
I did do that earlier. I hope the cams wasn't on me at the time. But it did happen.
Should we carry on with the rest of the book? Should we finish the book?
I'm assuming we're going to Liar's Backbone, if that's where we're going to find Jim.
That's
yeah.
right.
That's what page were we on there?
Before we continue with the book, I'm just going to take this chance to say, for everyone watching again, you have an opportunity to get the spinal figurehead for your ship. If you're watching on Mixer.com, if you're on the Sea of Thieves Mixer channel, make sure that your Sea of Thieves account and your Mixer account are linked. You can do that at seaofthieves.com/account. Go there, link them, come back, watch us, and we will give you the spinal figurehead for your ship.
And as someone who's played this game for a lot of hours, don't miss out on that. I made mistakes early in the game when I was still trying to get the Pirate Legend, and there were events that happened, and I was like, I'll just do those after I get the Pirate Legend, and I missed some cosmetics that I'm never going to get again.
And we'll do one question just before we go back to the book as well. What have we got here? This is a very wide question. This is from Mr. Mad Max Mans. What was your guys' first idea about Sea of Thieves? What was the first idea you had?
Whoa! Wow. Sure, many of the viewers who've probably heard us talk about this countless times will be annoyed by me explaining this, but the core idea was always players creating stories together. That was the one-liner statement that conveyed the type of game that we wanted to go build. So the idea was giving players a wide degree of freedom in a shared world, and then through that you'll have a lot of player-created content. That a lot of the stories that would occur for players would be a result of the freedom that they had and how all these mechanics would interact in this shared world. So even before we had the theme of pirates, the core vision for the game was players creating stories together. And we looked at a bunch of different ways to kind of wrap that core vision. But the idea of a bunch of friends together sailing on a pirate ship, having adventures, it was just the perfect way to bring it to life. And that was the start of Sea of Thieves. And here we are 2 years later.
2 years later. Well, more than that.
Well, it's more than that.
2 years since launch, yeah.
It's actually 6 years in June, mate. But
And just like that, the game was created.
just like that. That's how quick we are. Yeah. No.
Do you guys want a rowboat? There's a harpoon rowboat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
grab
On
that.
Cinder. Okay. I'm bringing it to the front sail.
Okay. Oh,
Anchor.
I don't know. Do you want
what do you want to do?
Let's anchor.
can-
Yeah,
Alright,
probably
just
anchor.
just anchor.
I think at this point.
You're gonna go for it. Where is it?
Yeah, why not? Let's just sword lunge like this. Ready?
Yeah, go on.
Oh,
Oh,
skill.
Finding a sword lunge is like, you know when you see in a movie where someone tries to spit and it goes all over them?
Just goes down.
That's what a failed sword lunge is.
It's so embarrassing.
Both of which have happened to me. Just put it out there.
I also have to admit that rowboats were one of the many additions that's been made to the game over the course of 2 years. I had rowboats. We're in the path of volcano here. I had rowboats for far too long before I realized you could break one of the oars. So I would take these long, like, looping turns to get to the back of the boat.
Massive
It's
wide
so
circles.
embarrassing. Somebody just pointed out to me, "Why are you doing that? Why don't you just turn in place?"
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of mechanics like that. The being able to press the interact button and hold the compass to your face and be able to pace. It's such a mechanic that we love. It's such a kind of immersive mechanic, but still to this day see players that don't discover it. I mean, it is our fault. We don't do a very good job of, or any job at all
I
of
literally
explaining
just
it.
got the contextual tutorial for how to row the rowboat, including braking. Literally just then.
There you
If
go.
you're a cut
we
on
are
my
we are starting to roll that stuff in, right? Trying to tutorialize some of the more advanced mechanics that take a while to discover.
And
Yeah, like Maiden Voyage and things like that. It's definitely easier, I think, now for new players to just drop in. But one of the things I always loved about it was that I think it was a big part of the community was that you learned how to play the game from other players.
Yeah.
You always learned something new every single time you were in a session, like how to sail, like on which ship, which direction, which ship is faster into the wind. And there would also be like rumors that would go through, and like how to summon crowded ghosts.
That was a tricky part of building the Maiden Voyage, was like, how much do we actually want to explicitly teach at the start of the game? Like, we had many conversations around that, and you know, we dropped things like angling the sails into the wind, or like raising the sails to slow down instead of using the anchor, and all these kind of more advanced tactics to allow players to either discover them for themselves, or like you said, to have the community kind of jump on a ship and teach you those advanced tactics themselves.
Yeah, the main voyage was interesting, wasn't it? It was. Well, we approached it like a tall tale. Like if you were.
Are we going the right way still?
I think we are, yeah, probably.
I'll check it out.
Even if you were like a player like yourself, Burnie, if we were going to go deliver this Tall Tales-esque introductory experience, let's ensure that we do things in it that delivers lore for those people that they'll appreciate. So it was very much like creating like an episode of gameplay that, yes, it would teach you if you're a new player, but if you were a returning player, or you absolutely adore Sea of Thieves, there was something in it for you as well, and we tried to tread that balance.
And a lot of it has to be built into, like even just the communication wheel of what is the most common thing you're going to run into, and you only have 1, 2, 8 possible things on each menu to, like, I see a ship or something like that.
Yeah.
Even those things are.
I have another question here from Trickster254 on Twitch. Andy, you can take this one. What's your favourite?
Oh, thanks, John.
This one's easy. What's your favourite new tool added in the latest update? Is it the Blunder Bomb or the Chain Shot?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Yes, you.
I'd say the Chain Shot, personally. I love the way that it sounds when it's going through the air.
It does
I
have a
love
cool
the
sound.
Additional kind of strategy to the ship combat. I mean, like the ship combat got a lot kind of deeper more recently with the anniversary update, when we added in the kind of expanded ship damage, and then more recently we've added the fire stuff. So I like that we're continuing to kind of build on that and add new strategy and new ways to take down player ships, or at least
Fire? Have you guys announced Fire?
It's out.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
You're trolling me about that bloody stream. Well played. Well played.
One of my favorite moments ever.
I got like a little hot sweat then for a second. Just for like a
What
brief
has he just announced?
split second. Sorry.
Amazing. Shall we read the next section of the book as we head towards
Thank
Liar's
you.
Yeah,
Backbone?
let's do it.
We're not going on Lion's Backbone until this book's read. So we better get going.
Well, we better get started. We got a long way to go. Where did we get to?
A nightmare.
No, we
No,
don't.
we didn't-
Sorry, no longer alone.
We didn't do that one.
Bad.
Was that me now?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. No longer alone.
Yep.
Page 8.
PJ.
Murray's Peak will stand as a monument to everything Ruby Fetcher and the Alliance endured at the hands of that snake, Stitcher Jim.
I was ready a little bit American at the end there.
Yeah. Can you try it again, Andy? But just give us, an ounce of emotion.
That's a damning verdict. John, just because we're 2 years in,
nightmare.
you don't get to talk to the dev
I
team.
had that dream again. Back with Ruby Fetcher and the rest of the Alliance. All of us standing around that damn box. Only this time, it's not Jim that peeks inside. I'm the one lifting the lid.
He just needed the additional pressure from me, clearly.
Yeah, there you go.
Does respond well to pressure. There we go.
You'd fucking know, wouldn't you?
Just dropping you a text now, Andy. Just dropping you a text. Check your emails.
We need to start.
Right, sorry.
You
Who's
pass sale
next?
in the back.
The box is empty.
Oh,
No, more than that. Where its bottom should be, there's a hole. Like peering into a great abyss. And inside that, flames. Endless, searing flames.
It was nice.
That was good.
It was nice.
Very nice, Andy.
Thank you.
The price of greed. The snake shows its head.
Hold my beer.
Oh my grog. Come on.
Got word last night that Stitcher Jim's been slithering around in the wilds. Rumour has it he's fallen in love. Impossible. That man loves only himself.
True story.
If that snake is lurking anywhere, it'll be below the Dirtinies' hideout on Liar's Backbone. Maybe I'll send a few friends out there to find him. And maybe they'll be armed. Oh, jeez.
That's us.
That's us.
That's us.
We're right here at Liar's Backbone, and we are armed, I think. You got anything, Mike?
Well,
You ready for
yeah,
combat?
I'm ready.
But it doesn't take notes. I like that.
Right.
Good call.
Right, let's get on to Liar's Backbone.
Let's let
One of the
Bernie
things about
lead this, yeah?
storytelling in this game is you guys have to tell, like, seems like you, I don't know how to describe it, it's like geographic storytelling as well. Like, a lot of times there'll be things hinted at by the way an island changes. Like, before Arena was updated, there was this big uncharted island in the middle of the map, and then slowly it started to have scaffolding and started to build up, and there was an indication that something was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, that must be planned out for months at a time, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
For that?
Oh yeah. I mean, absolutely we love doing things like that. All the kind of environmental storytelling. Obviously, we've been doing it in the last couple of months with the Reaper's hideout, and that will get paid off quite shortly. But like, it's just such a pleasure to do that kind of thing, especially when you're releasing the game once a month. You've got this opportunity to almost talk to your players through the environment each month and drop these little clues. So yeah, we're going to keep doing that. So keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, I see that, Mike. You're wearing the red coat vest. That's almost what I wore today. How embarrassing that would have been. All right, so the reason why I brought that up too is like this lever was here before. I was assuming that this is what we're supposed to activate, and sure enough, now you can activate this lever.
Let's do it.
Did you notice the detail on that?
What's the little detail on the lever, Andy?
It's the Forsaken Shores Alliance. Discarded from Stitcher Jim.
All right, now I'm gonna take this in because I haven't done this yet.
This is a beautiful piece of music as well. It's a little
It
riff
is.
on Stitcher's Sorrow, so crank it up, those at home.
Flame. Okay.
Nice bit of trivia here. This rowboat you can see here is Stitcher Jim's rowboat from the Forsaken Shores trailer.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you can see he's passed banner in tribute of the Gold Hoarder. He's now switched his allegiance.
Flame hearts.
carved heart.
King on this?
So yeah, we've got a bunch of inscriptions on the wall.
Heart. Right. And they're all... You can read them and translate them. And there were... some of these symbols, I think, if memory serves, there were symbols on the Reaper's hideout around the masked stranger. She had her Lord. Okay, let me look at the thing. You guys can don't let me hold you back on this. If
No, this is part of it. I want you
yeah.
to experience this yourself, dude. So
Snake is lurking anywhere. Maybe I'll send a few friends out to meet it.
While Burnie's investigating the cave, we'll do one more question here. So this is from Danielle GMA, or Daniel GMA. Do you guys each have a favourite type of pet, and what skin variant of that pet?
You know, when you asked that question, I panicked then because I thought it meant real life. I don't know why I thought that.
Choose your favorite pet.
No,
Yeah, come on.
chinchilla. Is that in the game yet? No. Favourite pet? Ooh, I would say... Well,
Okay, so-
parrots and monkeys had to be the first pets to release. Those classic pirate pets that you've seen from all the movies and read in the books. I think my favourite pet is... I love the parakeet. The small little parrot that we released
that's
first.
cute,
So
that one.
I have a parakeet called Guybrush Cheapwood. And he's my little companion on
Lovely.
adventures.
What about you, Burnie? Favourite pet?
I'm parakeet as well. I have I have all the pets that I have in the game are named after my actual pets and based on them. So I have a little orange parakeet named Joe the Bird, which is my cat Joe the cat, who is now no longer with us. So it's nice to have him in the game. And he recently just got the banana outfit.
Nice.
I love. He was in the legend outfit for a while, which was
Andy,
great.
what
But
about
yeah, he's my favorite pet.
Andy, what about you?
I'd probably say the parrot as well. I've got a parrot named Brian's Bazaar, after the island.
Naturally.
But yeah.
Brian's
Think about
Bazaar.
it later. It's actually spelt wrong. It's his name, Brian's Bazaar, yeah.
Bazaar, yeah.
So how are we doing with this puzzle? So let's have a
Oh,
think about
Just
it.
trying to find the heart.
really quickly, there's one of the
There
lore
it
books
is.
here, Bernie.
Oh, there you go.
What?
Lore
One of the
book.
journals?
Yeah.
Where?
Just here, and
On
if
the
you look
table
at the
here.
detail on the outer thing, you can see it's for Shaken Shores Alliance journal, and Stitcher Jim's used a knife to just scratch
Oh,
across
just scrot through it.
the Forsaken Shores logo that he was once part of.
It's definitely a cool thing about this tall tale is having all that lore in there about the Forsaken Shores. And if players played that content release when it first came out, the whole explanation of the Forsaken Shores Alliance, using the power of the Shroud Breaker to found the outpost with Grace Morrow, and now almost looping back and completing the story, linking it back to Stitcher Jim. That kind of stuff is just an absolute pleasure to do.
So if we
So
just
there's no captain symbol, but there's a lord and a king symbol. Let me see here. 'Cause
Bernie, I'm
I'm
going to give
assuming
you a
Flameheart-
non-spoiler hint.
Yes.
That's pretty.
I see. There we
pretty
go.
good. It's
There we
pretty
go. Yeah, I have Flameheart here. Let me try this. Let me see if this works. Nope. I selected the wrong thing.
what
Which
lies
was-
behind that
Sure. There
heart?
we go. I'll try this one.
So another question then.
Yes.
He's done it. He's only gone and
Look at
done it.
this. So I thought it'd be Captain Flameheart, and it's King Flameheart.
King of Flame.
All hail.
He's not just a
hail King
captain.
And so that revealed a mysterious key and Stitcher's notes, which hopefully will give us more pages. Oh, no, wait, that's an item.
I'll grab the notes.
Nice.
Okay, great.
Cool. So we now have new pages added to our journal.
Should I try an
Have a
Irish
look.
accent for Stitcher?
Oh, please try
Yeah.
one. Yes.
No?
Please do.
Oh, with your good friend Jim.
My hard work is almost complete.
No.
No, sorry. Can't do it.
Oh, Andy, please.
Continue, Andy.
Oh, he's got great handwriting.
We do have
It's very
we
neat.
have Irish players, lots of them. Don't do that to them.
I'm trying to do Stitcher. He was there in the voice booth. I just can't.
You can't quite capture the quality of his
The
performance.
mastery of it.
He's
Go on, John. You
fantastic.
do this one.
Let's have a look.
Come
then.
on.
My hard work is almost complete. The Black Witch crew slain, ready to deliver my master his first Ashen Lord. The ritual must be performed in Captain Flameheart's lair, deep within the heart of fire on the Devil's Thirst.
I hate that island.
Its entrance is hidden below the waves, but I can find it if I light the chalice overlooking the North Beach. The Ashen Lord shall rise. All hail King Flameheart.
Hail!
That was far better than mine. Well,
That was good. That was good.
Devil's Thirst is like, I have so much trouble with volcanoes down there.
So we're off to the Devil's Thirst. Okay, we've got another question. This is from Storm on YouTube. What is your favourite tall tale? We asked Burnie what his favourite tall tale was earlier. Mike?
Ooh, it is genuinely, it is so hard to pick. They've all mean so much in different ways. I think I'd probably say Shores of Gold. Shores of Gold was always the kind of core of the story. Like, we started with the idea of that island, and then the whole story being about finding a way to cross the shroud and reach it. And that was really the tale when we went all out. It's literally separated into two halves with all the puzzle solving on the top, and then the gauntlet trap run below, ending with the fight with the Gold Hoarder. So I'd probably say Shores of Gold, but honestly, all of them mean so much in different ways.
Yeah. Andy, you got any favourite?
Similar to Mike, really. I have a few favourites. I almost have like elements of certain tales that I like the most, if you know what I mean. Like, I like the quest book from Legendary Story. No, is it Legendary Storyteller?
Yeah, Legendary Storyteller.
It's just unbelievable. I love the kind of Charles drawings and the deeper meaning behind that tale. But I'd say Heart of Fire is my new favourite tale. I think it represents how we've kind of got better at building tales as we've gone along, based on knowing more about what works, what doesn't work, what people like, what they don't like. I think this feels like our best effort yet in terms of trying to give a heavily gameplay themed tale whilst retaining like as much kind of cinematics and music, voiceover, drama as possible. And I think this tale does the best job of that. Even though I probably prefer like elements of other tales like more than this, I think collectively this represents the best tale for me. But Burnie can be the judge of that.
No pressure. And the Shores of Gold also has as a reward, has my favorite figurehead in the game. I love that Gold Hoarder
Oh man, that figurehead's so cool.
That's awesome. Cool.
It is awesome.
Can we drop off at Morrow's Peak Outpost just on the way back? I've got a little Easter egg I'd like to share. If that's all right.
Of course.
Yeah, go for it. I'll take this chance then to remind anyone who is watching on Mixer, if you're watching the Sea of Thieves channel on Mixer, you can get the Spinal Figurehead. All you need to do is you need to link your Mixer account with your Sea of Thieves account, and you do that by going to seaofthieves.com/account, and that's where you can link the two together. Once you've done that, come back and watch us for a bit, and by the end of next week we'll have given you the Spinal Figurehead for your ship. And we have another question as well. So this is from Shoeless Sean. He's lost his shoes. He says, happy anniversary!
Hey.
Happy anniversary!
Hey.
Happy anniversary!
Robin Beanland's musical score in Heart of Fire is phenomenal. I especially love how cinematic it grows from area to area on the island. Is this something we can look forward to in future tales?
Yes.
100%. Like, I think 100%. I think compared to the rest of Sea of Thieves, Tall Tales have got that special quality where you can infer emotion. We're always very careful with the rest of Sea of Thieves not to step in too much with the music and force people to feel a certain way when they could be throwing up, they could be fighting a shark, they could be like playing instruments with their crew. But with Tall Tales, because it's about giving players that more cinematic roller coaster ride, I remember that first meeting with with John Vincent, our audio director, and Robin himself, just around this is their chance to really step in with the music. This is their chance to make people feel all of those emotions that they feel in traditional single player experiences, but do it in the pirate sandbox of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
So that is, I would say that's a key hallmark of what makes a great tall tale, is just that seamless blending of compelling gameplay with a musical score. That's all there to serve that narrative that we're trying to tell. So absolutely.
And Heartfire is an excellent example. There's so many good tracks throughout this Tall Tale.
Yeah. Well, Stitch's Sorrow, that track inspired some of those moments that happen in Heart of Fire. And I remember, again, it's happened so many times now, like hearing a certain piece of music that had been written, or key parts of the melody being written for something else, that we've gone, actually this makes me feel a certain way. I definitely want to almost deepen the emotional significance of that tune by like weaving it into a tall tale. So you'll see more of that. So how far are we from this outpost?
This is it coming up here right here.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think the thing with Heart of Fire as well, like when we started getting into that kind of rhythm of building tales, like I said, this is the latest one that we've built together as a team, and we've kind of, through each kind of stage of development, we're now thinking about how can we add music to make this bit even better, how can we add more, like, and just keep adding more and more to it. And like Robin kept adding extra bits onto Heart of Fire for, well, I don't want to spoil it because it's coming up very shortly, but like there was always kind of more and more opportunities within this tale where we wanted to add stuff, which was great. So yeah, can't wait to make more. Sorry, Burnie, what were you going to say? I kind of interrupted you.
I was literally just going to use this opportunity to try to gain knowledge. So we're on a break. We're going dead into the wind. So you can settle a long-standing bet with my crew.
Here we go.
Should the sails be to the side, or should the sails be forward, dead into the wind?
I'll tell you what, they should be to the side, but the fact that they get forward, it makes you go faster, is something I would personally love to fix.
Oh, really?
So what you're saying, Andy, is put them forward and you'll go faster.
Not by, with a wry smile, yeah. It's not,
Some players in the community do know that fact.
but
Putting them forward would be faster.
it's not intentional.
A bit incrementally faster, just a little bit.
Well, listen, when you got somebody chasing you, when you got a crew on a brig and they're all wearing Devil's Roar cosmetics and the swords, it's like you want to get away from them as fast as you can.
I was trying to downplay it a little bit there.
There's certain cosmetic sets in the game, when you see them, you just know like what kind of player you're going to encounter.
Yeah, you make a judgment. Snap judgment.
Right, Burnie, follow me.
All right, I'm on my way.
So Andy, here's one for you. This is from .com Robots on Mixer.
Cool. Hello.com Robots.
Those are great names.
Are you planning to use any of the sort of elements that we find in the Tall Tales in standard quests in any way?
Yes, we are. Like, the fact that we have so much cool functionality kind of wrapped up within Tall Tales, it like, we've always wanted to kind of build that stuff, but we definitely, like me and Micah spoke about this a lot, we want to kind of get a lot of that cool, those cool gameplay mechanics that we have within Tall Tales and spread them out and do more stuff across our kind of normal voyages with the trading company. So that is certainly something we've been talking about a lot, and it's certainly something we'd love to do.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'd say that was a key part of even the pitch to the team internally. Like, Tall Tales were a completely brand new thing that we initially didn't have in mind in the way that we've ended up delivering it in game. So part of the pitch to the team was, this is their chance to go reinvest heavily into the quest system. That, yes, we'll go build some awesome feeling tales that give you that cinematic experience, but then we're going to build a bunch of new mechanics along the way that we can then use as part of the very different feeling replayable voyages. So you haven't really seen us do that yet, apart from some very small examples like the collector's chest in Riddles. But part of moving past the voyages that we've been delivering so far will be adding more quest types, using a lot of the mechanics and some new ones to enrich the voyage system. So that is absolutely going to happen.
Cool.
Right, Burnie, this page
Got
here, page 5. If you come up to Grace here, you can see the poison around her mouth from when Stitchy Jim poisoned her.
Oh yeah,
And
the
that's
purple on her. Yeah.
That's the same poison she's kind of spat on the page. And slightly less clear, on page 6, they're actually supposed to be tears on page 6. Little bit subtle, that one, but thought I'd let the community know.
Well, now I feel bad for reading it in my American accent.
There you go. That's why I brought you here specifically, Burnie.
This is a passive aggressive way of giving me notes on my performance. I understand. Notes taken.
Right, let's go. Devil's Thirst.
Right.
Let's do it. It says that we need to light a beacon. Do we need to get a lantern on the way? Or
No, we're good with the current
Okay.
lanterns we have.
got it. Okay.
I'm glad that you've gone to that already. That's cool.
Here is a very, very serious question from Kappa Lol on YouTube. When you add in sharks with lasers,
Sharks with
All
lasers. Is it lasers or is it some sort of enchanted magic? No. I don't think even we could sell that one. That'd be quite a challenge.
Can I tell you guys a quick funny story?
go for it.
Please.
So one of our shows at Rooster Teeth is a science show called Immersion, where we take things that are in video games and try to do them in real life. I've always wanted to do something with Sea of Thieves. But, we couldn't launch somebody out of a cannon, to see if that would work. I'd love to, but
You
that
could
might
try.
be kind of dangerous. And or try a sword dash where you attach bungee cords to people as they dash through the water. But we did a special for in the U.S. Discovery Channel for Shark Week. And I thought, okay, this is perfect. I can finally do something in reference to Sea of Thieves. And they even the two guys in the show, Michael and Gavin, they had to do a test scuba dive, and they did a dive at a shipwreck. So I had to get, long story short, I had to get permission from you all and from Microsoft to be able to put footage in the TV show. And I said, yeah, we're going to be using this clip and that clip and all that little stuff you have to do. And I was talking with one of my guys that I know over at Microsoft, Jeff Rubenstein, and I took absolute advantage of our relationship. And I'm ashamed to admit it. We said, is there anything we do to help? And I said, yeah, on my account, just for flexibility in case we need a certain thing for a shot, if you could just ask Rare to unlock all the cosmetics on my account, that would be great. And he goes, oh, okay. And he goes, let me ask. And the answer came back in like half a day. They came back from Rare like, absolutely not. Get out of here. So I tried to have you guys protected my integrity by not doing that.
If it were up
There
to
was
us,
no chance.
you would have got them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. This is cinematic music playing.
Oh yeah. As we approach.
And I'm in the water waiting for a mermaid.
Another Robin classic.
The devil's thirst. It can't be quenched.
Can never be quenched.
This was the last piece of music we put into the Heart of Fire Tale.
So we're here to find a beacon on, was it the north side of the beach?
North side, yeah.
Yes, overlooking the North Beach.
Can we get an anchor, please?
Anchor?
Yeah.
Got it? Oop,
You got it?
I got it.
Just adjust my sensitivity is way too low.
Oh,
Before we get to the beacon, we've got a question here from Biggish Wall. What other Rare games have you all worked on? So that's Andy and Mike, obviously.
So I've been at Rare for approaching 8 years, and the game I worked on before Sea of Thieves was Connect Sports Rivals. That was my first game at Rare, first Connect game. That was the only other Rare game I've worked on. Grew up playing a lot of Rare games, love a lot of Rare games, but 2 Rare games I've worked on.
What about you, Andy?
I've worked on quite a few. I've been here for 15 years in June, so I've worked on. Thank you very much. I've worked on Cameo, Elements of Power, Perfect Dark Zero,
Nice.
Viva Pinata DS, Diddy Kong Racing DS. Viva Pinata 2, Trouble in Paradise, Connect Sports 1, Connect Sports 2, Connect Sports Rivals, Sea of Thieves.
It's a good innings.
That is a very good innings.
I think there might be some more.
And my gasp was just hearing Viva Pinata. One of the greatest games of all time.
It's
It's
a
so
great
much
game.
fun.
It's a great
My
game.
wife just did a run through on it.
I
When
love
I got
the
the
music
Viva Pinata
in
skin.
Viva
In
Pinata.
the game.
The music in Viva Pinata is like some of my favourite music at Rare.
And it's
I
now...
left the key at the bottom of the hill.
Ah, cool. And Viva Pinata is now enhanced for Xbox One X, so you could go back and play it in glorious 4K now if you wanted to.
Thank you, I might go back to that.
I encourage everyone to.
Yeah.
Still looks great. The art style
And,
is timeless.
A lot of the cosmetics that have been released in the last year have been throwbacks to classic Rare titles, and
Yep.
I don't know if it was intentional or not. I assume it was, but this there was the Eye of Reach. There's a golden Eye of Reach. I noticed.
Yeah.
Just letting fruit crate expire. That hurts my heart. All right, so just gonna light this.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, so we get pages.
You're going to have to gag Mike, I'm afraid, John. He's got a tendency of
Andy, I'm a new
spilling the
man.
beans.
I'm a new man now. I'm a new man. My job is to make everyone have a good time, Andy. This is literally my calling on Earth. It's very hard not to.
I know
intervene.
for a fact this is Mike's worst part of game development.
What do you mean, Andy?
So if we were to look at the image in the,
Bless
in
you
the
so
book...
much.
Find it if I light the beacon. So
Yeah, so let's have a look at that beacon in the book. What does that look like, that beacon?
it's looking out over.
Actually, I think I'm.
I see.
Oh,
Okay,
he's on
there we
to it
go.
there.
Here we go, get ready, crank it up.
Thank the Lord.
Crank it up.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Listen, even subtle hints are welcome. Otherwise, everyone watching who's done this is gonna be screaming at the screen at me.
Was that
No,
Dr.
that was
Claw
my
from Inspector Gadget then?
Have we got the key before we
I
a
left
good
it on the
point.
hill. I'll go grab it. I
Okay.
dropped it.
Cool.
Did you know that they revealed Dr. Claw's face in an action figure?
Oh,
No.
Nice.
Did they? Really?
They did. It was like a giveaway. I want to say for a fast food restaurant that has meals for kids. And I think
Nice
that's what
done.
it was. But yeah, it's a weird thing of like a show that we grew up watching where they hid that character's face, and then they never did reveal it. But then
Yeah.
it turns out it was revealed in an action figure.
What did he look like?
I think he looked just like Gadget, but mean.
Oh,
Which, you know-
that's disappointing.
I think there was some theory that he was a clone. They were of Gadget or something, or Gadget was a clone of him.
oh.
Sounds
Please
a bit
tell
too
me you've
deep for
still got
Inspector
the
Gadget, if I'm
key,
honest.
Bernie?
It's a bit too many narrative layers going on there for me. He should look horrific,
Right.
shouldn't he?
I have the key.
So the last torch was lit here. It's now extinguished.
Yes.
But it will lead us down. It said the lair was underwater, I believe.
Under the waves.
I'll give you that £20 when
I know, I was going to say, he's passed the torch to John. Come on, John.
I just realised then I was standing near the torch. I was like, Andy's going to spot it. I'm going to
Yeah.
move out the way.
Go.
Just using the
You've got to let
point.
Bernie
there's a-
experience it for the first time. That's the joy of it.
Yeah, it's really joyful.
It's not about you, Mike, is it?
It clearly isn't, is it? It isn't.
So I put the key in.
Oh.
Oh, it's so great.
Oh, my word. After you, Bernie.
All right.
You've
Why?
done, you've done
Wait.
it. You've done
Why?
it, mate.
Oh, riddles in the dark.
You've come to steal my chest and stop the ritual. How brave you are. Such a pity you won't leave here alive. If you really think you can make it through, I invite you to try. It's most amusing.
I don't want to break the immersion here, but I absolutely loved recording the lines with the actor who does Flameheart's voice. He's very, very good.
Yeah, I think we've been lucky enough to work with some fantastic actors, particularly in Shores of Gold as well. Some fantastic performances.
Yep.
Grey Marrow, Pirate Lord, Tasha. I mean, like forgetting so many of them, but yeah, just one of the joys of the job.
Rook was my favourite.
Rook was.
Oh, Rook, yeah. She was.
I mean, she sounded like Cruella de Vil. I think she was Cruella de Vil. She was amazing.
Right, so I jumped down.
I'm following you, Burnie.
All right.
We're all behind you.
I'll just hang awkwardly at the back, just not.
Leap of faith. I'll stop doing it, but I can't help but look for the journals as we go along.
Died in here.
Don't worry about the journals, dude. I'll point them out on the way.
Oh, what's this?
This is Chloe singing, if that's what you're referring to.
I'm looking at the.
Oh yeah, look at this poor soul.
Poor fellow.
I'll save him.
Too late.
How good's this track, man? I love this track.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It is fantastic.
Music's fantastic, but the sound design in this is so great too. It's like there's items that I will pick up just to listen to them, like a crate of cannonballs or.
I tread carefully, if I
Steady, boys.
Such a cool environment.
Oh! He's in the lava.
Oh, who fell? Somebody fell?
That was me.
Mike's down. On the ferry.
We'll wait here for you, Mike.
Thanks.
Soaking the music.
I assume you're on the ferry?
Yeah, it's because I'm
Look at
awkwardly hanging back, not to give any direction whatsoever. I feel really self-conscious now.
Got him.
You certainly did.
Burnie wants a screenshot.
I do, yeah.
Right, I'm coming back, red flame and all.
Hold on one second, I gotta take off your gamer tag. I'll go ahead. Oh, that's a screenshot.
Come
That's
on,
nice.
What? What?
Yeah.
It's not like I've played it countless times.
Oh, we've got
Performance anxiety.
a fellow
Never
lost
happened.
soul. There he is.
Friendly
know-
fellow.
Hello.
Hello there.
Am I going to regret not stocking up on? What do I have? I have nothing on me right now.
Nah, don't worry. We thought about that, mate.
He's lovely. Who can?
That is nice. It's nice.
It's nice. Come on.
Yeah. Here we go. So this could be the whole stream now because
I'm just going to add a little bit of extra pressure.
The
I know I've
pressure
got
gets
clammy
higher and
hands
higher.
already, but the non-verbal's coming out, mate.
No, it's not clever.
Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Dear.
This is one for the history books. This really is. Well, this
Maybe a bucket of water?
It's the highlight stream sorted, isn't it?
Oh,
I don't think I've ever missed that jump ever. Truly, never.
You've done
ever.
it. You've done it 3 times.
I
now,
know.
So.
Just to make. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
We've been joined by studio head Craig Duncan as well. He's just off camera.
Something to add to the pressure.
Always come to see Mike. Mike not been very good at seeing.
Yeah.
Any words on our second
You
anniversary?
see,
Craig?
not many players see that feeling a little lost line. That's if you're down here for a while.
Send everyone to work from home, but yeah, there's so much love pouring out from the community about the second anniversary. So I'm feeling melancholy. That's better.
Oh, look at that.
Melancholy. So
Look at that.
he's done it. He's done it.
All right,
It's a start. It's a start.
Passive aggressive clapping.
That is actually. I just want to go on formal record to say that in all of the years making Sea of Thieves, that has probably been the most embarrassing moment that's ever happened. Countless interviews, E3 shows. That is right up there. Thanks, Flameart.
I'm glad I could be here to see it.
No, you certainly did.
So we're continuing our journey through his lair. So the perils have already
Taken the best of us.
3 times in a row.
That feeling of lost line was put in specifically for you, Mike, that one.
I know.
Oh, what have we got here?
Look at this.
They will endure long after you have been burned to ashes.
Can I just say that this environment, like Flameheart's environment here, it almost feels like the Legend hideout, but like with a different, like color palette, like where everything where it's like you normally see blue is red, instead of water you have lava. I get that feeling from it.
The epicness. So we've got 3 doors,
Okay,
3
3 doors.
Just before you get into this, really quickly, I'm just going to shine a spotlight here.
Ah, okay, thank you. I won't read it my Stitcher Jim book.
I'm sure it's better than mine one, mate.
Look at this right here. Also, there's a barrel here with over 20 firebombs in it. That's usually a great sign.
Okay.
Okay, we got a skull. We have remembering this is Lord Flame, and that's Heart there. So, but there's a heart on the wall. I guess we're gonna go. Looking at the clue. Is that
one of those videos where I'm like...
I almost returned to the ship right there. I didn't know that.
You thought about that.
I was about to inspect. There's a mermaid here that lets you return to the ship, or merfolk.
So
I'm assuming I should try to jump out there. To that thing. So I'm just gonna.
I wouldn't jump into the lava.
Looks dangerous, mate. Looks pretty dangerous.
I can attest it is. It's quite dangerous.
So, no, I'm not. I was about to take over your role. We'll just let Burnie have a little look around the environment.
You've got to resist.
I know.
You've got to resist. You can't just do it on autopilot.
While
Burnie
Burnie's-
must make the choice.
while Burnie's
Must choose
figuring out.
wisely. Choose the path.
We've got another question from Frosty Cobra. If you were to have a Sea of Thieves beard in real life, which one would it be?
Ooh. Have to go Bill's Rats.
A Bilge Rat beard?
Bill's Rat beard. If you're gonna go for it, go for it big time. Bill's Rat
Okay,
beard.
there's a symbol up there. There's the Lord. Oh, and then there's the flame. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to light one of these guys with a firebomb. To open which door, though?
I have a small request.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It's quite selfish, really. So I'll be open and honest about it.
Okay.
I would really like to go down this route.
Is that because that's
well.
the one you've not done, Andy?
Yeah.
There you go.
I wouldn't have given that to you.
Smell that sulfur. It's the sweet death.
I love that Joe the Bird is also joining us
I
on
know,
this
it's delightful.
adventure.
Look at him.
Oh, great. I'm about to embarrass myself here.
Oh.
If you like audio design, you'll love Shad's audio for these traps.
Way nice done.
Mike, you did great.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm over the worst of it now. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He's giving up.
Come on.
All right, more fire bombs. So I'm assuming I got to light something else around here.
So while we're figuring this out, I'll remind everyone in the chat again that if you are watching the Sea of Thieves Mixer channel, if you're watching us right now on the Sea of Thieves Mixer channel, you can actually get yourself the spinal figurehead to use in the game. All you need to do is go to seaofthieves.com/account, and then you can link your Sea of Thieves account with your Mixer account. Come back and watch us, and then we'll give you the spinal figurehead for your ship.
Oh, he's in. He's in.
Well played, guys.
Oh,
Done.
into the next room.
So this is
So
something
there we had to
completely
light
new.
2 more of the skulls based on the symbol that was on the door.
So we just passed by those flamethrowers there. That was something completely new that we've never seen before.
There's quite a lot of new mechanisms and traps inside this, inside these catacombs.
I love the heat wave effect that you have.
Yeah,
on
the
it.
heat haze
great.
stuff.
Yeah.
That got added quite late, but it makes a dramatic difference. That does.
It really does.
I think when we first started Tall Tales, the idea of having a classic booby traps, it just had to be done. Like, it was just it wasn't even argued. I mean, we had to have traps, and then with Heart of Fire, Set in the Devil's Roar, telling the story of Flameheart, fire traps. The best thing about the fire traps is they're not one-hit deaths, so you don't need to keep dying like I just did again and again. You get to just burn a little bit and pay the cost.
We had a lot of fun building the traps out for this as well.
Alright, I've got 3 of them off.
One more. Where could it be? Yeah, the designers and level artists did a great job with this, with the traps and the integration of the traps down here. Some fantastic ideas. And
Yeah, I think up until
there it is.
Heart of Fire, the hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler, but the treasure room in Shores of Gold was definitely that kind of absolutely gorgeous looking environment. But I actually think Heart of Fire eclipsed it. Well, the art team did some phenomenal work.
agreed.
My chemistry on Mixer is calling out Goonies here, like as an inspiration, perhaps.
You think? Yeah, massive fans of Goonies. A lot of us are on the team. I think just again, Goonies, Indiana Jones, Sea of Thieves owes a lot of its kind of tone, particularly with Tall Tales, to those.
Some of the keys I got, like, definitely in the early Tall Tales. I got some fun Goonies vibes from those keys. Fire. I should have brought a bucket.
That's so epic, that anchor.
It's great, isn't it?
Listen
Go
to
on,
the
mate.
audio on that as well.
Oh, nicely done.
You've been looking so
Very nice.
Nice.
I'm so glad I'm not completely embarrassing myself.
Oh,
Boys?
get him!
Alright, Skellies. They clearly have not gotten the message about social distancing yet. Back up. Oh, this design of this one's great. This is
That's a captain of the Ashen Forms.
I haven't seen that one.
This foolishness has gone on long enough. Leave now or be destroyed. I said,
He's getting a little angry now.
He's a
You're a little desperate, I think.
Oh! Stand back! Whee!
Wait!
So, Scott Wow13 on Twitch is asking, can you get the Spinal Figurehead watching through Twitch? No, this is a Mixer-only promotion, so you need to go to seaofthieves.com/account, link your Mixer account with your Sea of Thieves account, and then come watch us on the Sea of Thieves channel on Mixer, and then, by the end of next week, you'll have got the Spinal Figurehead.
Line him up.
Go on then. Throw 5 on at the skull.
Got it.
You got 5 on Burnie.
Yep, up.
Not that skull, Burnie!
I did.
Nice.
Up. I'm dead.
Good job.
Got these, mate. You got any health? There's some health in the barrels over there.
Let's see what killed me. Skeleton killed me.
I'm gonna light it, Mike. Stand back.
Do it.
Light him up.
Is that endless waves unless you light it?
That was
Say again?
Is that endless waves unless you light it?
No, it's not endless. If you light it, you can use the traps against the skeleton.
Just a tool for you to use.
Gotcha.
Second client 121 on Mixer just said, I never asked to be cursed.
Oh, Captain Briggsy, you've got to love her. Definitely one of my favourite characters.
I've opened the door. Burnie, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm just trying to get caught up to you guys. Here I am.
Ah, here you are.
Let me stock up here. Alright, I'm good. Any firebombs? I guess.
There might be some in here.
Yeah.
I'm out of firebombs.
Oh, careful.
Watch out!
Pressure plates on the floor.
Got it. There's one there.
Oh.
Oh, so it's all these,
Duralock
okay.
on Mixer is enjoying himself. He's saying, I'm drinking tea. It's a fine choice.
Nice choice.
Shall I use the pulley and you guys scamper through?
Look at you, scurrying around like a rat in my trap.
Oh, who did that?
Here's a question.
That might be
Mike,
me.
by someone with a username that sounds like they may have a vested interest in seeing this happen. The Salty Siren on Mixer says, will there be any merfolk-centered tall tales?
That is an excellent question.
What to say? So I would say that there are no merfolk-focused tall tales planned yet, but the idea of exploring more of the undersea world is something that we're keen to do. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I messed that up. Trial and error. I didn't like it.
I think there's been so many clues with what we've released over the last couple of years with the mermaid statues. Like, what are they? Who made them? What's the lore behind them? And what's truly beneath the Sea of Thieves? Is there another world down there? Love to literally dive into that at some point.
And at the end of the Seabound Soul, there was a very explicit reference to merfolk, like on the same level as other entities in the,
Yes,
in the Sea of Thieves.
Flameheart
which I-
calling it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so I hate that. Alright, I'm back. It starts me right here. Are you guys already gone?
Yeah, I'm down here. If you run down into this little alcove, TM, just in here.
Batman 14201 on Mixer said, are there only Obsidian codes on Twitch streams? Normally on a weekly stream we would be handing out the Obsidian equipment set codes.
Burnie, sorry, really quickly, there's a little journal in here.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, normally we'd hand them out on a weekly stream, but not this week, because this week's very special. It's the 2nd anniversary of the game, and if you're watching on Mixer, you can get the spinal figurehead for your ship. Go to seaofthieves.com/account for more details on how to do that.
Did you get the journal, Burnie?
I got it right here. I got it.
Yeah, it's in the second little alcove, dude.
Got it. Alright. Clever.
Right, let Burnie take the lead on this bit, mate.
Got a commendation there.
Well played.
Evil Monkey on Twitch says, everyone go and check out Craig Duncan's Twitter for behind the scenes pics.
Oh, that's cool.
Her time will come again.
I have a theory about that, based on that geographic storytelling that you guys do.
What's going on over there?
Oh, it's Stitch Jim. Anybody have a sniper rifle?
What have you done to me? An unwitting sacrifice.
Let's get 'em, lads.
Why? Looks in pain, Burnie.
Yeah.
I think Panny just wants to watch Stitches suffer, I think.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah,
Make him just a little bit more sorrowful.
Some lovely detail in his animation, specifically on his hand, if you're looking close. Thanks to Mr. Brandon.
His twitching fingers, yeah, that's great.
I love the shadow.
I know the shadow. The shadow is a gorgeous touch.
Wow.
This was also fun to hear Francis record these parts.
Yeah. I was with you on that day, wasn't I? I remember
Yeah.
that. That was hilarious. So good. How much longer are you going to leave him, mate? Are we going to go?
Which way did you guys go? Up here?
No, down.
Gotta come down to
Oh, you went down, I see.
Mike's
Okay.
platforming challenge.
Oh,
So I've only got first.
Parkour.
Nice.
I'm starting to feel sorry for that.
boy. He's fine, he's fine.
You tricked me! We were supposed to be in this together!
Oh, look who's talking.
Oh, and there he goes.
Contemptible little man. He should be grateful for what I have done to him. Soon he will possess true strength, the strength of an Ashen Lord.
It's,
Fester Rage here.
it's screenshot time again, I'm afraid.
It certainly is.
Come back a bit, mate.
Oh.
There you go.
Better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Come on, wait.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, I just have to do the crab dab.
There's a few
Awesome.
folk in the chat calling out your little Easter egg, Andy. I won't mention.
Good. I have another Easter egg that I will mention around here.
Oh.
So this is supposed to go to Pendragon.
Yeah. But
Because let's
If
not
you
forget
look-
why we're here as well. Pendragon's crew.
yes. Trapped and bound to Stitch's chest of rage.
Jeez.
Hashtag non-verbal, just saying.
Just a few more
Um,
seabound souls.
If you, very nice. That's very poetic. That is right. I like that.
How do you guys like? How do you guys, the community is so active. How do you process like all the requests? Because you get endless requests. It's a game that's constantly undergoing updates and like future development. I constantly read about things that people request. How do you guys process all of that?
Wow, I mean, I can answer that like personally. I mean, we're lucky enough to build a game that we're all still so passionate about, and we all play the game like endlessly. We all play the game at the weekends because the game is so different each time. I mean, that certainly helps. But I read our forums, insider forums, read Reddit, look at kind of conversation on social. You just kind of try and parse it all and make connections, and like the stuff that gets said the most naturally just in your mind rises to the top. And sometimes we can answer the feedback directly, sometimes we try and get it in other ways, but it just doesn't stop.
Really quickly before we move on, if you look at Flameheart's ship, the Burning Blade,
I know what he's about to say.
you'll notice that one of the cannons on the right side are missing.
Where would it be?
Don't know if you've been down to Wanderer's Refuge before, Burnie?
You mean down below in the secret area?
In Wander's hideout.
There's a cannon in there.
Yeah, that's the cannon she retrieved when she forged the cursed cannonballs for Cursed Sails, one of our early updates in the game.
Ruby Splashtail just shouted it on Twitch. Wanda!
Right, let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah, there's certain places every update I think that all the players go just to see how they've progressed.
Yeah.
Or any changes that have happened. Oh, these flames are great. Alright, I'm gonna mess this up the first time for sure.
Blackjack on Twitch is asking, he hasn't got the new figurehead yet and he's been watching for 30 minutes. You won't get the new figurehead until the end of next week. That's when it will be delivered to your account. So you'll be able to go in at the end of next week and apply that figurehead to your ship. You need to make sure as well, if you're watching this on Mixer, on the Sea of Thieves channel on Mixer, and that you've linked both your Sea of Thieves account and your Mixer account. You go to seaofthieves.com/account to do that.
How many firebombs you got left, Burnie?
What's that?
How many firebombs do you have left?
Why do you ask? A little second, let me see here.
No,
I
fine.
have Robles. I have 0.
Oh, okay, cool, never mind.
That's sounds like a sum I should not have. I should have more than 0.
No, I was just interested. I guess I was just going to say there's multiple ways to open that door that you just opened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the case that you'd ran out. But I'll leave you to discover that on playthrough 2.
You light it if you light yourself on fire?
Well, that's one way of that, but probably right. But there's definitely a more intended way.
Traditional way. Got this.
Oh, Mike, be careful.
Fire.
I'm alright.
I'm gonna do this without the chest first.
I shall bring the chest.
Yeah? What happens if you drop the chest down here?
Do you want to see?
No!
Snoopcat on Mixer just asked if my Xbox account is already linked with my Mixer, will I get it? Yes. If you've already linked your account before and now you're watching us on Sea of Thieves Mixer channel, you will get it.
And if anyone is waiting on me to post another one of the codes that I have, I'm going to do it as soon as we get back to the show. Just concentrating on this. Did you do that with the chest?
You got it.
Should I try? I should be one with the chest, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to embarrass myself. No, I said that, then jumped away. These are awesome.
You get a great view of them from that platform, don't you?
Oh, oopsie!
Go back this way.
Anna Clue on Mixer is asking.
You got the chest.
I got the chest, dude. I can drop it for you if you want.
Is Crook's Hollow haunted? They're looking for a good answer.
They're looking for a
real
good
answer.
answer.
Yeah, come on. Is it haunted?
Real answer.
Whispers speak of strange noises in the dead of the night. Taverns are rich with rumour of the faithful lady who stalks the island.
Let's just say I wouldn't go there at night time.
And that's something I love too about being active in the community is that you do get like these urban legends as well that spawn. And some of them are that was awesome. That was great timing. Some of them are just based on the gameplay itself, like all the mythos around the Shrouded Ghosts is so tremendous. And there's so many people that just wanted to have like a weekend where it spawns and it's like I just love like it's like even traditional sailing stuff or like Moby Dick and the White Whale. It's we have that in the game, just based on the rarity of it or the lack of existence of it, which has something to point out. All right. So can I try this, or are they gonna get me? Oh, they're gonna get me. Go away. Go away!
Quite a few folk in the chat saying that the Shrouded Ghost is alive.
It is just a legend. It's just a legend.
I think I saw one on Twitter where they were fighting the Shrouded Ghost as the server was being shut down.
Oh, no, I saw that. I saw
And
that.
they got it in time, I think, but it must have been pretty tense.
Do you know what actually one of my biggest fears is? So I have my Silver Blade blunderbuss here from Insider.
Yeah, nice.
I'm constantly afraid that I'm going to spawn the Shrouded Ghost on my Insider account.
Yeah.
That would be... Somebody has to have done that, I would assume,
Yeah.
unless you guys have it turned off in that. And that would be such a nightmare.
I kid you not, there's obviously we play the game at work quite a lot when we're testing new features, so there's so many of us that are petrified of seeing the Shrouded Ghost while we're just testing the game.
I play a lot of this with a guy called Stephen Frost, an engineer on my team, and every time you hear the music for the Meg, he's just running to the back of the ship to look over the back to see whether it's the Shrouded Ghost. It's like on cue every single time. So funny.
Mike, since you got a little embarrassed about the jumping, the platforming earlier, can I embarrass myself a little bit?
Go for it. Sure
In
thing.
my quest to get
Please
all the
do.
achievement, there was an achievement added that I assume is a reference to Jaws, of using a keg,
Oh,
a
yeah.
gunpowder keg,
Yeah.
to kill a shark. And me considering myself a great cinemaphile, I immediately got the reference and said, okay, I gotta do this. And I spent half a day trying to kill a Meg with a keg. And I did it like 3 or 4 times. And I was complaining to my crewmates, I'm like, gosh, I spent all day, I know I killed that last Meg with this keg. And they're like, why are you doing it with a Meg? You're supposed to just do it with a regular shark.
Oh, dear.
But
And after
respect
they
for
told me,
doing
it took me,
that, like, that's
took me
amazing.
2 minutes after they told me that. That's just like, that was so
Just a
great.
day's playtime.
Yep.
Feel bad now there wasn't a little secret for you for doing that.
Majesty Wolf on Twitch is asking you, is the Spinal Figurehead mixer only? Yes, it is mixer only. You've got to have your Sea of Thieves account and your mixer account linked. You go to seaofthieves.com/account to do that. Come back, watch us on the Sea of Thieves channel on Mixer. And then by the end of next week, you'll get the Spinal Figurehead.
Sorry, Bernie. Didn't realise you're coming back to douse it. Do you want to take the chest, mate?
Yeah, I got it.
Sexy Panda on Mixer is asking, what was that website? The website is seaofthieves.com/account. Go there, link your Mixer account and your Sea of Thieves account. Come back here straight afterwards.
I have no further need of it now. Until we meet again.
Next time, Gadget.
Next time, Pendragon.
No, looks like around. I see the sun.
Ah, the sun once more.
That dragon's out here.
Ship
there
is
he
safe
is.
and sound.
And if you're not familiar with this character, Pendragon's sword releases trapped souls
Yes.
in relics and items. Oh, I'm supposed to give it to him. I just set his feet.
Yeah, see, he needs to have it in his hands.
Give it to me,
Yeah.
quickly.
He
There may
refused
still
to
be
pick it
time
up.
to save my crew. I'm going to attempt to reverse the ritual. I can only hope there's something of my friends left to save.
Yeah, this usually works out well for him.
Oh, I love that.
Right on cue, Mike.
Reunited at last. You've demonstrated incredible bravery, and I'll make certain that everybody hears about it. In the meantime, you should get some rest. It's Stitcher Jim and his consort are still at large, and now that they've been exposed, there's no telling what their next move might be. Let's be sure nobody else falls into Flameheart's clutches, eh?
And there we go.
There he is. Yeah, he's going with him. Is that the last Pendragon? I guess I have to wait and find out.
The Heart of Fire, tale complete.
Heart of Fire vanquished. Oh, or is it?
That was, I'd actually never seen the ending there. That was the first thing.
Oh, really?
'cause, like, I've zipped through it, obviously,
Yep.
many times, but I never have seen that final thing. That was really cool.
No, definitely what Andy said earlier. It's got some of that mechanical based trap gameplay from Shores of Gold, but it's got some of the more cinematic story from Seabound Soul. So it is just this lovely kind of celebration of all the tales we've done so far. That's good. Something we're all very proud of.
Leading up to, hopefully, something that we're all anticipating. But I'm sure if I could even ask the question, you wouldn't answer. But this is all leading somewhere. And I just unlocked the Ash Dragon hull.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first time doing it.
That's nice.
Which I'll have to go back and do. How many of the journals did we end up getting?
You got a few, didn't you?
Was that 4 out of 5?
No, that should have been 3 out of 5. There's another
Yeah, I got
2
3.
for going down the other 2 routes.
Ah.
So
Oh,
we had those 3 doorways that we went down.
I see that. Yeah, and I see it in the commendations. Those are separate commendations as well.
Yeah, and they've got all unique, bespoke traps and puzzles for you to solve down each one of those as well. So
Oh, really? That's great.
yeah,
Because then you can do it 3 times and go 3 different ways.
exactly. Yeah,
As long as your crew doesn't sit there and argue in that room about which way to go. Sure.
Well, you can split up as a crew if you want.
My crew will. Oh, they can go different. You can go different ways.
Yeah, that's on you if you want to do that.
Yeah.
So
We're going to encounter another crew down there as well. Yeah, definitely heard the feedback around completing the Tall Tales 5 times loud and clear. So building the replayability into the actual level design of the tower was something we were keen to do.
So did
Of course. That's so
do you guys have the ability when you do something like this to? I'm just saying because this is the first time I've come out from Devil's Roar. Oh, we got a. Oh, it's a ghost sloop on our left. This is the first time I come out from the Devil's Roar after an extended period, and my ship is still afloat. So, is the volcano less active right now?
Not
For
right,
dumpsters?
not right now. Burnie, check out my little curse.
Oh, that's nice. Is that for 3 times? Look at that. That's an Ashen Curse?
Yeah, that's the Ashen Curse.
For doing all the commendations.
So there's a lore question that's popped up a few times in the chat, Mike. Who are we dealing with here? Is this Flameheart Junior or Senior?
It's that question. do I really want to kill all the speculation?
No.
There is. Oh no. No, I can't kill this. I can't kill the speculation.
Let's get after that sloop. Come on.
All right.
Bold Captain Will on Mixer saying, in all caps, how do we link our accounts? So
That was quite good.
you go to seaofthieves.com/account, and then on that page there will be an option to link your account by entering your Mixer account details and linking that with your Sea of Thieves account details. It's a seamless process. Once you've done it, come back here, watch us, and then end of next week we'll get you that spinal figurehead for your ship.
What do you think, Burnie? How does it rank against the others for you?
It was great. It was like a combination of Seabound Soul, which I liked. I always like storytelling chapters that you have the ability to end on a tragic or down note. And then, of course, I said earlier that I loved Art of the Trickster, and this was a great combination, I thought, of the continuation of the story of Seabound Soul and also elements of Art of the Trickster, which I absolutely loved.
Cool.
Like, there's events, cinematic events that take place in it as well. It's like, it's more of a timing thing. If you're in the right place at the right time, you can see the cinematic event. Which must be a challenge for you all, of like hoping players are looking at the right direction at the right time. for
Yeah,
certain
the
things.
Stitcher sequence in particular was something that took
Right.
us a long time to get right.
All right.
We've got
All right. Let me load
the
up here.
Drunken One 87 on Twitch just said, "Ahoy all! Just wanted to stop by the chat and say cheers and happy birthday."
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Sweet.
Thank you very much.
And then we've got Sequence on Mixer. Just said, "You sound just like the guy that voices the content update trailers."
It's funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where did you find
Do
it?
a kind of classic. Do one of those.
I'm doing half
There we
sales.
go. There we go.
A new voyage on the Sea of Thieves.
I have not fired these cannons yet, so I'm curious to see how they fire.
Right.
That's the other thing too. You should point out for people that follow me on Twitter that have tuned in the stream and maybe don't play Sea of Thieves. If you start playing today, you have the same character as anybody else. There's certainly people who have developed skills in the game over time, but day one character is essentially the same level as a 2-year character at this point, aside from cosmetics and some learned skills. But there's no leveling that like levels up your characters or anything like that. So you can jump right in.
Starbro on Mixer just said, "Stitcher Jim is just misunderstood."
That's one way to look at it.
It is a sad story, he says, igniting that skeleton ship.
Sorry, I had to cut in a little bit. There's a rock to our right, left. Sorry. Oh, nice.
Oh, they must have had a barrel on board. Unless that was the buck bomb that did that.
That was the blunder bomb.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, get ready. Right side.
Boost Monkey 14 just said, "I linked my Mixer to your website. Will I get it now?" As long as you have gone to the Sea of Thieves website and linked your Mixer account with your Sea of Thieves account, and you've then come back to this stream, see it on the Sea of Thieves channel on Mixer, and watched us for a little while.
They're hot tubbing.
They're down.
Are they down?
Spinal
I
Figurehead.
think so.
Should I keep going or
Put a few more holes in. Why not? No, they're
what, just
definitely gone.
1, 2, 3?
Hey, I think you're right now. You're right.
You right?
Right, get ready on the harpoon. See what they've got.
Have we got the sails up?
I'm putting them up. I'm putting the back sail up right
Oh, you
now.
got the back ones?
Well played, everyone.
You got the front?
Well played.
There you go, Slimer643 on Mixer's got it. He just linked his account.
Well played.
Yeah, well done.
I feel good for Pendragon. The Seabound Soul was all about, well, internally we called it the Tale of Deception, whereas Heart of Fire was his tale of redemption.
It's behind us.
What, the loot?
Yep.
Oh, you got a harpoon on the rowboat. I was like, how the hell are you doing?
I was hoping that would throw you off. Nah, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, the title of the Seabound Soul was a deliberate, almost like play on words. Like, is Pendragon the Seabound Soul because he's going on an adventure with you across the sea, or is it Seabound as in bound at sea? The true Seabound Soul is, of course, Flameheart, bound at sea.
Somebody's asking here, can the skeletons put out the water, so throw out the water from their ship?
They don't have the mind for it.
No, they don't.
Unfortunately.
It's that higher brain function.
They're lacking
They
the
lack.
mind.
They're motivated purely by greed and malice. They don't have any of the basic domestic skills that you'd expect in a modern day pirate.
And to be honest, there's not much of a difference whether they're underwater or not. Like, so
It's completely true. It's just window dressing to them.
Ashen chest, a shipwreck. Look, what is it, Marauders, or is that a?
Looks like an ashen
Seafarers.
seafarers. What?
Jonas 1113 on Mixer just said, "Where's my figurehead?" Well, Jonas, as long as you've followed the steps of linking your accounts, you'll get it at the end of next week. Not right now, end of next week.
Something funky's going on with this rowboat for me.
Something funky.
What's
I got
that?
it. There's an ashen chest.
I'm abandoning ship.
I
coming
see
back.
Yeah, I see.
There you
So
go.
when you guys play the game and you're flying your rare sails, is that usually people are friendly, or do you just put a big crosshair on your ship when you have that thing flying?
I think the majority of stories are actually positive ones. Well, the ones I've heard anyway.
Yeah.
Like-
No, definitely. People want to see who it is.
Yeah. And then when they find out it's Joe, they kill him.
Naturally, of course. No, it's definitely it's a mix. It's a mix. Sometimes it is just, and I get it. I totally get it. Like I sank a dev. That's a good. It's a great story.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll say just slightly. Mostly, it's people just wanting to say hello and ally up with you.
I was playing with a lady
board,
called the Little Atari last night. It might be the night before actually. And we crewed up and we actually played Heartfire together. And we were just sailing past some pirate legends who were doing some pirate legend quests, trying to rank up to Athena 10.
Ooh.
And they went past and saw us with the rare sails, and they were just like, I don't think they like kind of made the connection. They were just like, oh, where do you get those sails from? And we just replied with Athena rank 11 and sailed off.
Oh, that is brutal. That is brutal.
But that's just going to cause you problems in the future when people think they're in rank 11.
Amazing.
How cool is this curse, man?
You have to play
Yeah,
the
it's
game
great.
logged in 2017 in order to get it.
You get like an extra bright eye with my blind eye as well, which is great.
Oh, you have a model that has a blind eye?
Yeah, I love the blind eyes. I think they look so cool.
So
Yeah, why
You know, that was
to
a
pick
big
this
thing
one?
for a long time. You guys just added the potion to change your appearance, which I know was a huge
yes.
question for the community for a long period of time.
the pirate appearance potion.
Yeah,
And I didn't know about
Pap,
the
Pap for sure.
blind eye.
Pep.
This is a good username. Clint Beastwood.
Oh, that's good.
He says, have you guys ever experimented or plan to experiment with more ship sizes?
So the ships were designed primarily around the.
I wonder what he's going to say.
Yes, we've experimented and it was very fulfilling. Rich experimentation. It was wonderful. Yeah, we have. Yeah,
We have, yeah. He's honest answer.
That you have experimented with it?
Yeah, we have experimented with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
End of sentence. End of statement.
yeah, that's it.
You want to say which sizes you've done? Did you go down to like a one-person ship, or did you go up to a six-person ship? Or should I stop talking?
Think bigger.
I'd like to be invited back.
Bold Captain
Silence from
Will.
the crowd.
Yep, silence, yeah.
Where are we going, guys? We're heading north, back towards Morrow's Peak.
How much time do we have left?
We actually only have 10 minutes left.
See if we can
We
find
go
an
catch us in then.
yeah. So we could nip into a resource island along the way, see if we can get an Ashen Keymaster, open our Ashen chest.
Okay.
Do
So
with some of those tomes of power.
So here's a question from
Ends.
I'm Just a
Okay.
Cone on Mixer.
I'm
They
Just a
said,
Cone?
Just a Cone.
That's a good name, that one.
Simple
Quite
cone.
sad, isn't it?
When are Turtles coming to the game? And does Burnie know how cool he is?
Oh.
Can you answer both of those, please?
Yeah.
He didn't say whether or not it was cool. He said how cool. That's a wide spectrum. That can fall anywhere on the cool meter.
It's true.
So I'm gonna say
Very
hopefully
self-conscious of you, that is.
And what about
Yeah,
the
I have no idea how cool I am. So please in the comments say exactly how cool I am. That would be the best.
And what about the turtles? When
What
are they
about the
coming,
turtles,
Burnie?
Bernie?
Oh, the turtles. Those are coming next week. They'll be here.
Awesome. Good
Turtles.
to know.
I hope there actually are turtles coming, and I just said that. I don't know if there's turtles coming. I want to be perfectly clear about that. I have no idea.
Raising the front sail.
Racing front sail.
What's the plan? What are we doing?
Should we just
Resource
have a,
island?
have a look on this little resource island.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get a look in.
Box secrets. Box secrets.
Principal Prickly asked, has Burnie done the new Athena runs? And if so, what do you think of them?
I have. I think they're great. I'm one of my skills that I have in my crew is that I can dig, I can read a map and dig. And so finally it's like my hour where I can be useful to my crew. You know, I'm no help to anybody in PvP. So yeah, I've loved it. I need one more. I need the villainous skull to get that achievement, and then I gotta do 2 more runs to get the new costume, which is cool. Costumes are a new thing in the game, which is really cool.
Yeah. The thinking there was to give players the ability to, I guess, switch kind of an identity or a persona really quickly. There's some kind of stuff coming in soon around more role play. So the costumes originally envisaged for that, really. Yeah, it's been nice to get the first one in there as part of the Athena piece.
And this is
anything to say on
Pirate Legends can do it, or people who have a Pirate Legend in their crew.
Yeah. I mean, players will definitely start seeing more Pirate Legend content as we go through the year. There's nothing here, is there?
There's a skull buried within the sand, half buried. Sea Van Sol-esque.
Sounds like a Boost Monkey 14 has some luck. He's on Mixer, sorry. He logged on this morning onto Sea of Thieves, and he got 300 doubloons. Why was that?
So we had some unfortunate outages in terms of the commendations and currency being credited the previous weekend. So this was just a little compensation piece for our players, and if you play during that weekend, that we're almost crediting back the time that you would have played. It's very difficult for us to know what players did and didn't lose. So
yeah, right.
We chose
you're moving the box of wondrous secrets. You almost had me then, G.
Yeah, so we chose to just credit everyone's account who played during that period with that little award.
There you go.
That's the kind of stunt I usually pull, Burnie. Amazing.
Right, should we just head to the outpost then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool, alright then, get the front sail down.
Do you think you'll play through Heart of Fire with your missus as well then, Burnie?
Absolutely.
Cool.
And what I'll have to do is I'll have to do what she did when she watched one of the episodes of Game of Thrones without me, is I'll just have to play ignorant and see if it fools her.
Yeah.
We were supposed to watch Game of Thrones together, and one day we were watching one of the episodes, and she was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Then she saw I wasn't paying attention. She goes, "Ooh, you should see this." I slowly figured out that she had clearly watched it without me.
As you can tell, I really struggle with that.
It's tough.
That's why I just remained quiet in Heart of Fire. So I'll just give you the entire game away.
You did a really good job with that.
Well,
Mike, I'll be honest with you. You're getting much better at it now.
Thanks. You really nipped it in the bud there. I just want to tell people about all the work that we put into it.
I know you do.
You were there giving away all the lore books.
Well, the lore books, they're not the cutscenes, are they, or the puzzles?
It's full of additional lore for our players.
What's all going on? So, I noticed you guys keep turning on the lanterns. Is there a reason why you run with lanterns on?
Sorry, that's me. I've got a habit of having them on. I don't know why. I always think why are they off? But everyone thinks it's stealth, but don't they? I never really got the stealth thing because the ships are so huge.
Right. It's the most visible thing.
Yeah.
Let's just should we just anchor down?
Yeah.
We got the rowboat.
You want to be on this side? Okay. Oh, rowboat.
Yeah.
I love the sound of this.
I can't wait to see
Cannonball.
Tash's face when I turn up with this Ashen Curse. It's going to be hilarious.
Rocco's in the chat on Twitch. Just went and said, "The Mr. Chapman."
Oh, nice to see you, Rocco.
Legend of Dice said, "Lanterns are pretty." So
they are pretty.
I just realised I've swam all the way over here.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I got it. I'm coming. I was just loading the cannonball crate up. I need all the gold I can get.
Wait for me.
How do you
Burnie, wait.
How much gold have you got, Burnie? Out of interest.
Let me see. You can't tell? I have 1.5 million gold and about 10,000 doubloons.
Nice.
How do you guys balance the economy? Is that something that You look at it on a regular basis?
We're actually talking about that like literally 3 days ago.
Yeah, I mean,
really?
it is one of the challenges of building a service-based game is like making sure that every player's got something to strive for. It comes with its own set of challenges, but it's something we're looking at, well, constantly.
We have
There's a very scary spreadsheet somewhere.
Yeah, we've got a huge spreadsheet of basically all the things that can be dropped for every single encounter, with all kind of graphs and amount of gold earned per hour and stuff in it that we kind of look at and assess from time to time. We're literally looking at it a couple of days ago, weren't we, Mike?
Yeah.
So I think this might be the last question we get to answer here. It's from That Dutch Geek on Twitch, and they asked, are we ever going to be able to name our ships? The nameplate on the galleon has been driving me and my crew absolutely bonkers.
Well, I agree. I
agree as well.
So we could have easily removed it.
Which we're going to do. Well, no.
Well, certainly right after this, reminded me it's a thing. I totally forgot. No.
And you're to blame.
No, we left it there very deliberately because, yes, one day you will be able to name your ships.
While we're asking that, what about the possibility of saving outfits or cosmetic sets? Like for favorites, kind of a thing. Like if I want to throw my favorite setup on the ship.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Interestingly, might be part of the same feature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Coming out with turtles.
Next week.
Of course.
Any day now. What is today? Is today Friday? Yes. Very soon.
Where'd you guys go? Oh, there you are.
I'm just chilling with Grace.
Chilling with Grace?
Mm-hmm. She's got her Forsaken Shores and Lions still on. She's no snake in the grass.
Cool. Well, we're coming up to the end of the stream there. I think this is a good place to end, back where we started. So yeah, thank you for everyone who was watching along with us on Twitch, Mixer and YouTube. And thank you to Burnie for joining us today. That was amazing.
Happy to be here. Can I just say on behalf of the community, because the community that plays this game is absolutely ravenous, really tight-knit communities. I just want to say thanks on behalf of the entire community for everything that you guys have done
thank you.
To this game. Not just building up to launch, but everything you guys have done since launch and your commitment to the game and everything you built out. It's been such a tremendously fun adventure over the last 2 years. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Burnie.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
No, thank you. That does mean a lot. Like, no, happy anniversary to all one of our players. Like, thank you for playing this game. Like, we're still, passionate about creating new experiences for you. And in the time that we find ourselves in, take care of each other.
Yes.
And look after yourselves. And we'll keep working hard to keep building this experience that we all love. And thanks for playing. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. And here's to another year. We'll see you on the third one.
Yeah.
Certainly will. It's going to be a fun year. Lots of good stuff still to come.
Cool. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone watching, and we will see you not next week. The stream is not going to be on next week, but we will be back very soon after that, hopefully. But yeah, we will see you soon, and thanks so much for watching, and thank you to Burnie, thank you to Andy, and thank you to Mike.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you, Burnie, as well. Thank you. Bye.